Good evening and welcome to the Gvd Nightly News for Thursday, January 25th, 2024. We are live on Flow Channel 115, YouTube and Facebook. My name is Shannon LeBon. Thank you so much for joining us. To begin with news tonight that paying bus fares in St. Lucia may soon, with cash that is, may soon be a thing of the past. The National Council on Public Transportation is moving ahead with plans for the introduction of a much talked about cashless system for the public transportation sector. The system would remove from bus users the option of paying and or receiving change with physical money, paper or coins. The NCOPT says it will improve efficiency and address security concerns, but the idea is being met with objection from some drivers, whom we'll hear from in just a bit. But first, NCOPT President Godfrey Ferdinand spoke to GVD's Tammy Frederick, who begins our reporting.
President of the National Council on Public Transportation, Godfrey Ferdinand, is looking forward to implementing a cashless system for bus drivers and passengers. The cashless system promises to be an easier one, especially for the younger generation. According to the NCOPT president, one of the benefits of a cashless system is a reduction in conflicts between drivers and passengers, addressing security concerns.
That technology is something that is ongoing. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We will be doing it just like every other cashless systems in the world, where we use a card system where you can use debit, it's tap and go, and it will be easy for both persons that are not computer savvy, not technologically savvy, as well as the average person.
Mr. Ferdinand stated that this cashless system decision was made due to the surge in the increase in robbery. The plan is to have a pilot project which will take into consideration all the concerns of the public as well as the concern of the operators. A public education campaign will also be rolled out to explain how the new system works.
When we are close to implementing it, after we've done all the necessary I would say checks and balances, collecting of data, then we will start doing the PR. The PR will be done both by the company and the bank that we will be working with.
The National Council on Public Transportation is hoping the new system will help modernize the transportation sector, making travel easier and protecting drivers and commuters. No date has been given for its introduction. From the GVD News Desk, I am Tammy Frederick reporting.
Thanks, Tammy. Meanwhile, minibus operators in the south have voiced their objection to the proposed cashless system. Drivers on the 2H route, one of the longest on island, spanning V4 to Castries, say the system is not in their best interest. Our news desk caught up with the past executive of the association on Thursday. Michaela Charles Noel reports.
2H drivers plying the route from Vieux-Fort to Castries have rejected the proposed cashless system. According to the drivers, the proposal will only benefit the owners and operator of the cashless system. Former executive member and driver on the 2H route, Vianney Jacob, argues that the cashless system will further disadvantage operators on the longer routes.
Because our route and Soufrière route is the longest route on the island. We are burning more fuel, more warranty. We change tires very often, brakes very often, and the price we are getting presently is a price of 2013, and we are in 2024. So we cannot allow a middleman to come in and take more from our money. That's why we are rejecting that cashless system. We have no confidence at this time.
According to Jacob, the cashless system is opposed by 95% of 2H drivers. He says the proposed system does not take into consideration the day-to-day operations of a minibus.
We rather take the time we are taking now to collect our money, and we don't want no cashless system. Number one, if you have a breakdown, where you can take care of your breakdown immediately. If there's a cashless system, you have to go to the bank, you have to do all kind of things. As we don't want to end up in that kind of system where we can solve our problems immediately if we have a breakdown.
The former executive member says the 2H drivers are prepared to stand alone with their objection to the NCOPT proposal. From the GVD News Desk, I am Michaela Charles Noel reporting.
Thanks, Michaela. Now let's stay on the East Coast just momentarily. 2 people are hospitalized this hour after a vehicular collision along the Miku V4 highway. The incident occurred just moments ago, and we can confirm that a Chevrolet Spark collided head-on with a Mitsubishi RVR in the canals en route to V4. The vehicles were traveling in the opposite direction at the time of the collision, and again 2 people were rushed to the St. Jude Hospital. The extent of their injuries unknown at this time. We take the opportunity and again join local authorities in urging drivers to slow down and proceed with caution when traversing the nation's streets. So far for 2024, the island has recorded 1 road fatality. We'll have more information on this incident as it becomes available. Now, a viral social media video has reignited debate on the long-standing problem of improper garbage disposal on the island. In the video, filmed on a popular local beach, 2 St. Lucian activists used the Creole slang, malpop, English would be nasty, to promote environmental awareness. Although the video has garnered significant positive feedback, many are offended by the use of the Creole term, which they say is derogatory. Makiba Eiffel reports.
Hi, I'm a St. Lucian. Of course I come to amazing, beautiful beaches, eat my KFC and just throw the box.
Hi, I'm St. Lucian. Of course we just do all of this on the beach and then just drop everything everywhere. And it's not Becca and Green after.
Right or wrong? The social media video produced by St. Lucian environmental activists is now trending on social media. Filmed at Shock Beach, the video places indiscriminate disposal of waste back in the spotlight. The practice continues to be a perennial issue and now an online embarrassment. In the video, the young producers encourage St. Lucians to do better.
Did you know that research shows that St. Lucia produces 6 times more plastic waste per capita than China? And the irony is, whilst we were making this video, a young couple saw us cleaning up the beach whilst they enjoyed their cute little date by Rat Island. And even after we finished cleaning up, they still threw their garbage. St. Lucia, we can definitely do better.
Although the video is produced with an element of fun, it shares important messages on environmental awareness. But it has not gone well with some St. Lucians. In fact, the activists have come under fire online by some bloggers who are offended by the use of controversial language.
Not being a malpop transforms the beach from this to this.
Look out for more signs like this popping up around the country to remind you
To not be a malpop. And just know, it's not that hard to not be a malpop.
Not being a malpop is simple things like carrying a plastic bag with you and taking your garbage away with you. And instead of getting offended by this video, how about we just not be malpop?
The video has been viewed by thousands online. As part of their campaign, the activists will also be erecting signs at beaches across the island to encourage proper waste disposal. From the GVD News Desk, I am Makiba Eiffel reporting.
Thanks, Makiba. What say you? Join the debate and let us know on our online handles. In more news now, the Inland Revenue Department IRD says it has welcomed the recent media coverage and public discourse on the Draft Tax Administration Procedures Act, which was circulated to select stakeholders for comment from last year. The Comptroller of IRD and Senior Legal Officer at the department have sought to clarify some of the issues surrounding the draft legislation. We get the details in this report from Glenn Simon.
The Tax Administration Procedures Act, or TAPA, is a draft piece of legislation that seeks to revise, consolidate, and harmonize the rules relating to the administration of the tax laws of St. Lucia, and to ensure the efficient collection of taxes and other fees in the nature of taxes. Comptroller at the Inland Revenue Department, Marcia Vite, explained that the TAPA is currently being used by other international and regional jurisdictions. She said Antigua, for example, has been using the TAPA for quite some time.
The common parts of those legislations, like the Income Tax Act, the VAT Act, we've sought to take these and put them in a piece of legislation for ease for the taxpayer. So you will find that the collection sections of these pieces of legislation are very similar, so we put it in a TAPA. You would find the administrative parts of the legislation are similar, we put it in the TAPA. So the TAPA is basically for the taxpayer, for ease of reference, and for the business person.
IRD's Senior Legal Officer, Catherine Spooner, welcomed the media coverage of the piece of legislation, which she noted was circulated to stakeholders such as the Chamber of Commerce, the St. Lucia Bar Association, and the Accountants Association for comments. These comments will form part of the second draft of the TAPA.
So we will not be finalizing the bill until we've done this second level engagement, and thereafter we'll be putting it on our website for wider circulation.
Spooner emphasized that the new draft bill is framed to provide an important balance between the rights of a taxpayer and the obligations of the IRD.
There are a number of provisions that were not otherwise clear in the other pieces of legislation having to do with the rights of taxpayers. It also, I think, is very important to know that it identifies timelines by which the IRD and or the comptroller should act. Failing that, the taxpayer rights kicks in. So no longer will a taxpayer have to sit back and say, I have not heard from the IRD. If we are not meeting the timeline, the taxpayer now initiates the right to act against the IRD. So I think this bill is important and it underscores the rights of a taxpayer.
The drafting of the Tax Administration Procedures Act commenced in 2020 with the assistance of an international organization. The IRD Comptroller highlighted the arduous task of putting legislation together, and after numerous internal reviews.
But there is actually nothing new. The individual pieces of legislation remain. It does not replace them. So the Income Tax Act will still be the Income Tax Act, and the VAT Act, of course, and all the others, the Insurance Premium Tax Act, etc. They would remain, and they will be utilized because it's only the sections that are similar that will be placed in the TAPA for ease of reference.
The Comptroller has given the assurance that the Draft Tax Administration Procedures Act will soon be placed on the IRD's website, and public comment will be welcomed via a specific email address. For the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Glenn Simon reporting.
Thanks, Glenn. You are watching the Gvd Nightly News. Still to come, the Ministry of Infrastructure comes under fire to fix the deplorable condition of the East Coast Road. Sugar back in stock, and the Director of Met Services explains recent unusual weather patterns.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Coming soon, the same excellent Lucia service in a new location at Daisy Avenue in Sanssouci, Castries. Thanks for your patience.
At Greater Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
So, this is goodbye. A professional one. A meticulous one. One with unique options. And total support. With multiple locations, we are focused on your hour of need. And so, this is the final goodbye. Be it traditional, at sea, or cremation, the Crick family will be here to help your family during life's most difficult moments. Crick's Funeral Home, telephone 452-2780 and 459-9212.
The Ministry of Infrastructure, Ports and Transport is being called to account and provide an explanation for the condition of a section of the East Coast Road which was recently repaired. Commuters and drivers have expressed disgust at the deplorable condition of the road less than 3 months after renovation. According to one observer, best practices are not being followed and the government is simply wasting scarce resources. Makiba Eiffel reports.
It's a bumpy ride for anyone traveling the East Coast Road, particularly between Dennery and Castries. For vehicle owners, the deplorable condition of the road forces regular repairs and part changes, which come at an expense. It also affects productivity, as the time to move people and goods from one location to the next increase. One popular driver on the 2H route says, the situation is simply unacceptable.
The condition of the road is not good by my brother. I don't like it. It gets me tired. All my shoulders are hitting me. I mean, I cannot drive on that road the way I want to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm on the road night and day. I'm the latest bus on the Cashless road. I'm serving people. The passengers, in fact. Why my people? The passengers. And that doesn't meet this. I'm going to sleep late at night, all the way 1 o'clock, 1:40, mostly every night. Because of the condition of the road? Under the condition of the road, yeah. Okay. I have to buy parts often.
The condition of the East Coast Road has also caught the attention of commuters. One Labrie resident told our news team, after less than 3 months, the recently repaired road exposes a waste of resources. He has also called for proper feasibility studies to be undertaken prior to such projects.
We cut all the overhang on the road, and then now what we do, we would now work on the drainage and foundation. But if we tend to work on the drainage and foundation without the overhang, the moisture is still in the soil, in the ground. Reason for that is asphalt is alive when it gets sun. But when asphalt doesn't get sun, it deteriorates. Now we have to remember that you could cut steel under pressure with water. So the same way the rain drops, it digs the road. That's what it does. And that's continuing what's happening. If you look at the example in the valley, it wasn't a month after the work was done and it started deteriorating with potholes. What do we see? We are spinning top in mud. We're throwing our money down the drain, and it is not right. Only the contractors benefit. And the contractor doesn't have the audacity to see what it takes to do the right thing. And I think it's unjust with the system, and we need to correct that. And I'm calling on the Minister of Infrastructure, also on the Prime Minister, to be able to address that for us. Because there is a serious problem, and we cannot take it no more.
Drivers on Route 2H would normally take 45 minutes from Vieux-Fort to Castries. According to the drivers, because of the road conditions, the same journey now takes an hour and a half.
But if the road were better, we would have saved more gas and whatnot, I mean, to make it better. But apart from that, but we haven't got a road to run our transport and giving us expenses every time we have one bypass. You're losing new tires, you're losing rim in these kind of holes. And the holes are very deep on the road. Everywhere road mash up in St. Lucia. That's the first time I ever see that. Never see that. Everywhere I go, road mash up, people complaining. So it is forcing us.
The drivers and commuters are calling for a proper fix of the East Coast Road as an urgent priority. From the Gvd News Desk, I am Makiba Eiffel reporting.
Thanks, Makiba. St. Lucians around the island have been caught by surprise because of almost daily spells of heavy rain throughout the month of January outside the traditional wet season. A high-pressure system in the Caribbean region is the cause of high winds and inclement showers, which forecasters say will continue at least for another week. The Director of Met Services, Andre Joye, is encouraging residents who live in areas prone to land slippage to take the necessary precautions amidst the current unusual weather patterns. Michaela Charles Noel reports.
Small island developing states such as St. Lucia are prone to natural disasters such as earthquakes, volcanoes, and hurricanes. Traditionally, St. Lucia has two seasons, wet and dry. The wet season, which begins from June and ends in November, where more rain is expected. But over time, the climate has changed. Since the start of 2024, St. Lucia has experienced periods of unusual rainfall. Speaking to Gvd News, the Director of St. Lucia Met Services, Andre Joye, has explained the latest weather trends.
Hurricane season ended in November, and we transition into the dry season. So basically December and January are trend months. So it's very difficult to predict what happens during those months. And as you can see, we have unusual rainfall and also very cold temperatures. This is due to the high pressure system that is over Bermuda, and it is advecting the cold air and showers across the Caribbean. So we normally have at this time of year cold fronts moving from the United States across to Europe, and the high pressure system is actually causing the winds and patches of low level clouds to come across the southern Windward Islands and giving us unusual rainfall.
After days of consecutive rainfall, on the morning of Tuesday 25th January 2024, residents and motorists of Soufrière were inconvenienced by a major landslide. The Met Service Director shared a word of caution for residents and motorists.
For now, because of the rains, we have insaturated soils, and I was told that there was some land slippage around Soufrière. So I'm asking residents and motorists to be very careful. Yes, it's welcome rainfall, but when you have regular rainfall, it causes saturation of the soil, and you could get land slippage and also flooding in low-lying areas.
Weather conditions across St. Lucia are expected to improve by February into March, which will be relatively dry. St. Lucians are encouraged to pay attention to the weather reports and take heed of the advisories. From the Gvd News Desk, I am Michaela Charles Noel reporting.
Thanks, Michaela. The Comptroller of the Customs and Excise Department, Sherman Emmanuel, has announced plans for a new system to help improve efficiency and reduce costs. He spoke in an address to mark International Customs Day. The department is also working towards a paperless regime.
Customs officials play a vital role in facilitating the seamless flow of products across international boundaries. Over the years, the Customs Department has strived to improve their technology to make the travel and business experience easier. Customs Controller Sherman Emmanuel has announced plans for a new system to help improve efficiency and reduce costs. This includes introduction of a paperless regime.
This will undoubtedly be a cultural shift, often not an easy shift, but a necessary one. It will mean fewer hurdles for the trading community while reducing our operating cost and management of physical documents.
The Customs Department also promotes and enables the quick and lawful movement of people and products into and out of our borders. In recent times, they devised a risk-based method for inspecting both passengers and cargo.
As we aim to improve our border security, tightening the noose on the illicit trafficking in small arms and light weapons is certainly an area in which we are working to forge new partnerships. We also purpose to leverage key partnerships to build greater capacity, which can potentially impact all our strategic focus areas. Good partnerships ensure we build capacity, effectively enforce appropriate border controls, actively collect revenue, and facilitate trading and travel across borders.
To expedite the processing of cargo and passengers entering and leaving the ports, Customs St. Lucia have implemented new information technology systems. From the GVD News Desk, I am Tammy Frederick reporting.
Thanks, Tammy. You are watching the GVD Nightly News. When we come back, a favorite commodity back in stock, and the Bay Gardens Resorts investing in the education of staff.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Coming soon, the same excellent Lucia service in a new location at Daisy Avenue in Sanssouci, Castries. Thanks for your patience.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
So, this is goodbye. A professional one. A meticulous one. One with unique options. And total support. With multiple locations, we are focused on your hour of need. And so, this is the final goodbye. Be it traditional, at sea, or cremation, the Crick family will be here to help your family during life's most difficult moments. Crick's Funeral Home, telephone 452-2780 and 459-9212.
Thank you for staying with the live broadcast of the GVD Nightly News. The Ministry of Commerce and Consumer Affairs has provided an update on the supply of sugar on the island. The commodity had been in shortage in recent weeks, leaving a bitter taste in the mouths of consumers. Director of Consumer Affairs says sugar is now available. Sadri Kishan-Clare reports.
Sugar is back in stock. A shipment of the much sought-after commodity arrived on island earlier this week. Director of Consumer Affairs, Wendy Frederick, says officials are rationing the current supply.
As I said last week, we were expecting a shipment early this week, and we have received that shipment. We are also expecting more shipments within the next week or two.
The director provided the update to the GVD News Desk on Thursday. She also reassures consumers the ministry is taking steps to limit a reoccurrence.
Yes, we have secured a supply of sugar and have even contracted outside of our regular suppliers to ensure that we do not experience any shortages. The ministry has put measures in place to mitigate any shortages of sugar.
While the commodity is now available at the government warehouse and at favorite outlets, consumers are encouraged to conserve. From the Gvd News Desk, I am Shadrick Sinclair reporting.
The Lucia Labor Party is mourning the loss of party stalwart Tom Walcott. Makiba Eiffel picks up that story.
The St. Lucia Labor Party mourns the passing of the chairman Tom Walcott, who died at the age of 87. He passed away on Thursday, January 25th. Walcott played an important role within the Labour Party, contributing to the party's victories at the polls over the years. According to Prime Minister Philip J. Pear, Tom Walcott's death took him down memory lane of the fond memories, struggles, and victories. The communications director of the St. Lucia Labor Party, Lisa Jawahir, stated that Walcott's passing marks the end of the era, leaving the party members and supporters mourning the loss of a faithful, committed person. She says Walcott played a critical role in shaping the party's success. From the Gvd News Desk, I am Makiba Eiffel reporting.
In more news, the Bay Gardens Resorts is investing in the education of its staff through a first-of-its-kind scholarship program. The initiative is a partnership with Monroe College. Tammy Frederick has more.
Bay Garden Resorts partnered with Monroe College to introduce a cutting-edge scholarship program in business management and hospitality management for resort employees. Bay Garden and Monroe College announced the partnership with the signing of a memorandum of understanding confirming the collaboration, which offers Bay Garden's employees the chance to pursue a Bachelor of Science degree in these fields. Executive Director of Bay Garden Resorts, Mr. Sanovic Destang, explained that scholarship program is designed to empower the staff of Bay Gardens Resorts, providing them with unparalleled educational opportunities.
2 employees will be receiving scholarships of 50% scholarship on their tuition towards degrees in either hospitality or business administration. And 2 will be receiving 75% scholarships, where 75% of their tuition will be covered, so to speak, by Monroe.
Since 2007, Monroe College has been helping the people of St. Lucia achieve their academic dreams and improve their social mobility through education. Destang says the scholarship program gives Bay Garden Resorts employees unmatched educational options, as it is the first of its kind.
Today we're doing something that we've never done at Bay Gardens and really instituting a formal scholarship program and collaboration with Monroe College.
The first cohort of students are set to begin their studies in April of this year. The partnership is set to transform. The first cohort of students are set to begin their studies in April of this year. The partnership is set to transform the educational landscape for hospitality professionals, fostering growth, development, and excellence in the industry. From the Gvd News Desk, I am Tammy Frederick reporting.
Thanks, Tammy. Stay with the live broadcast. More news after the break.
Coming soon, the same excellent Lucelec service in a new location at Daisy Avenue in Sanssouci, Castries. Thanks for your patience.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
So, this is goodbye. A professional one. A meticulous one. one with unique options and total support. With multiple locations, we are focused on your hour of need. And so, this is the final goodbye. Be it traditional, at sea, or cremation, the Crick family will be here to help your family during life's most difficult moments. Crick's Funeral Home, telephone 452-2780 and 459-9212.
And Nestor's Auto Parts, located on the Labrie-Vifford Highway, is your place for auto parts. We have suspension parts, mounts, brakes, shocks, and so much more.
We specialize in accessories like mats, batteries, horns, lubricants, and much more.
We're open from Mondays to Saturdays from 8 to 5 and Sundays and most holidays from 8 to 1.
L'opri, Ernesto vai depois.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
PAX is the agent for Caribbean Line, which offers an effective alternative for global integrative of transport logistics from Sheerness, UK to Vieux-Fort St. Lucia in shipping, documentation, administrative procedure, loading and unloading operations. We also offer courier, small package service, customs brokerage, ship agency, freight forwarder, consolidator, and accounting services. Visit them today on New Dock Road, Vieux-Fort, or call 454-1200 or 719-8837. PAX is effective, efficient, and reliable.
Thanks for staying with us. Young St. Lucian entrepreneurs are being encouraged to sign up for the 2024 Entrepreneurship Workshop. That's the Entrepreneurship World Cup. The cash prize is $1 million, and the World Cup offers participants an opportunity to benefit from a pool of $75 million in cash awards. More in this report.
The 2024 Entrepreneurship World Cup is currently open for applications. The program offers young business people a chance to pitch their ideas on a global stage for a share of $1 million in prizes, plus additional investment opportunities and group support. Terra is the official lead organizer for St. Lucia. Entrepreneurs from 200 countries are expected to participate globally. EWC is more than just a global pitch competition with a shot at life-changing prizes. It elevates entrepreneurs from all stages, idea stage, early stage, growth stage, or beyond by providing them with tools and resources to grow their venture. Since launching in 2019, the Entrepreneurship World Cup has attracted 430,000 registrations from 200 countries and connected founders with over $4 million in cash prizes and another $266 million worth of free support and services. Interested entrepreneurs and business owners in St. Lucia can apply before Monday, July 1st, 2024. The top 100 finalists globally will advance to pitch live at the EWC Global Finals held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in December 2024. From the Gvd News Desk, I am Tammy Frederick reporting.
Education Minister Sean Edward has pledged his ministry's continued support to uniform groups like the St. Lucia Cadet Corps in playing a significant role in development of the country and indeed the lives of young St. Lucians. The Cadet Corps recently hosted its second Commandant's Parade at the Nemo grounds in BZA. We get the details in this report from Chris Satney.
Education Minister Honorable Sean Edward commended the Cadet Corps for its significant support, especially during the time of disasters, and says the organization has the answers to some of the major social ills faced with young citizens. The St. Lucia Cadet Corps is a paramilitary organization which operates through secondary schools within the island's education system, instilling survival, discipline, healthy living, and leadership qualities in its members. Minister Edwards says while the home plays a very important role in the development of a child, the classroom, and certainly young people's involvement in extracurricular activities, such as those provided by youth organizations like the Cadet Corps, play an equally important role in overall development of young people that helps keep them on the straight and narrow.
Every single week, my office is inundated with cases and acts of indiscipline on the part of students and young people. And I can say categorically, in the absence of empirical evidence, that a dearth in the activities of specialized groups in our country has in part contributed to the breakdown of discipline in young people in this country. Line of speeches.
The minister disclosed that ministry officials will soon meet with the High Command of the St. Lucia Cadet Corps to chart the way forward for the continued development and strengthening of the organization's role to effectively function and provide the positive impact it has been providing over the years within the school structure of the education sector.
Your work is undervalued, and I make no apologies for that. But the significance of what you do is immense, and it is against that backdrop the government that I'm a part of will stand shoulder to shoulder with the Cadet Corps to ensure that we give you the requisite support so that your work can be even more impactful than it has been.
The 2024 Cadet Corps Commandant's Parade presented a cadre of 160 out of its almost 700 island-wide membership, due mainly to the inclement weather, which shifted its proceedings from its usual location of the Mindo Phillip Park. Commandant of the St. Lucia Cadet Corps, Lieutenant Colonel Nathan Hyacinth, thanked his rank and file and echoed sentiments expressed by Education Minister Sean Edward, saying the Corps remains a symbol of hope in the development of young people in becoming productive citizens.
They are the ones who really stand tall. They are the ones who really show that, listen, we can be part of the solution, okay, to the ills that we have in our communities. I must also express my thanks, gratitude to the government of St. Lucia, who over the past few years, I must admit, has been showing a whole lot more interest and been given some resources in order for us to participate in our activities.
Several awards and promotions were dished out at the activity. The Corps will celebrate its 95th anniversary in July of this year with a gala event, and has called on the support of the wider St. Lucian community in helping raise funds for the organization. The cadets paraded before Acting Governor General His Excellency Errol Charles, government officials, and well-wishers. From the Communications Unit of the Department of Education, Innovation, and Vocational Training, I am Chris Satney, reporting.
Thanks, Chris. The Roseau Youth and Sports Council Interim Committee has hit the ground running with the successful staging of a hamper drive this past weekend. The initiative targeted vulnerable youth in and around the community. Here once again is Tammy Frederick.
The Roseau Valley Youth and Sports Council Hamper Drive giveaway took place on Saturday, 20th January 2024. The aim was to provide essential goods to vulnerable youth in 6 different communities in Roseau Valley, Marigot, Cooleytown, Roseau, Jackmill, Boisden, and Millet. This was one of the first out of many events that were undertaken by the youth group. The chairperson, Arlene de Beauville, says the event went well and a total of 5 hampers were delivered.
The Roseau Valley Youth and Sports Council is pleased to share the exciting news that our hamper giveaway was a resounding success. We were able to visit all the intended individuals in the various communities.
The newly elected Roseau Youth and Sports Council Interim Committee consists of a team of young people committed to advancing youth development in and around the community. The chairperson has also expressed gratitude for everyone who contributed or donated to the recent hamper drive.
I would like to express our sincere gratitude to all those who donated to our hamper giveaway. Your contribution significantly supports our efforts in enhancing community engagement and sporting activities.
The hamper drive was financed through donations by community members. The Roseau Youth and Sports Council Interim Committee is planning its next community engagement activity as part of its mission to encourage unity and development for the communities in and around. The Roseau Youth and Sports Council Interim Committee is planning its next community engagement activity as part of its mission to encourage unity and development for the communities in and around Roseau. From the GVD News Desk, I am Tammy Frederick reporting.
So much, Tammy. Stay with us. The 5-day weather forecast after the break.
Coming soon, the same excellent Lucia service in a new location at Daisy Avenue in Sanssouci, Castries. Thanks for your patience.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
So, this is goodbye. A professional one. A meticulous one. One with unique options. And total support. With multiple locations, we are focused on your hour of need. And so, this is the final goodbye. Be it traditional, at sea, or cremation, the Crick family will be here to help your family during life's most difficult moments. Crick's Funeral Home, telephone 452-2780 and 459-9212.
And Nestor's Auto Parts, located on the Labrie-Viford Highway, is your place for auto parts. We have suspension parts, mounts, brakes, shocks, and so much more.
We specialize in accessories like mats, batteries, horns, lubricants, and much more.
We're open from Mondays to Saturdays from 8 to 5 and Sundays on most holidays from 8 to 1.
L'opri, and there's no guy there for you.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
Watching the Thursday edition of the Gvd Nightly News. The 5-day weather forecast comes up next. that, we've come to the end of the news on this Thursday evening. On behalf of the entire team, my name is Shannon Abon, reminding you to join us tomorrow at 10, 12, and 2 for news on Top of the Hour. Until then, good night.